Well, thanks for visiting us here. It's Tuesday morning. I'm NBC6 meteorologist Josh Marces with a pretty important weather update for you today. We do have two potential rounds of severe weather on the way over the next 36 hours or so. One of those will be later this evening. So for most of the day, just kind of cloudy and warm here, but we will have a window for some showers and thunderstorms, especially by the late afternoon and evening. Atmosphere will get a chance to reload a bit tonight, and then another round of severe weather possible as a cold front makes its way in on Wednesday. So the driver for our severe weather, we have this upper level low that's out here between Mexico and Arizona, and that's just kind of funneling these little disturbances at us the past few days here. We are going to see the ingredients come together later this evening, especially with the warm and humid conditions and a lot of wind shear coming as that area of low pressure moves in over the next day or two here. And that will nudge a cold front through tomorrow, which will bring that final round of severe weather. But today we're on the warm side of the system here, so our temperatures in the low 80s, and we'll likely have the ingredients line up to see a few scattered storms by the late afternoon, early evening today. Storm Prediction Center, northern half of the Arctic. So you can see it's, if you think of the Arctic as a sandwich, the triangle slices there, the northern slice will be the one that has the potential to see some of those thunderstorms today. So high wind, hail, and flooding possible, especially with the storms tomorrow. Tornado threat is low, but it does exist today, especially with the storms in the afternoon. We'll touch on that when we get to Futurecast. And then tomorrow, I would say there's a bigger window, maybe to see a few tornadoes, especially as the storms ramp up, likely in the afternoon tomorrow. So we do have a final round of severe weather expected on Wednesday. Wind and hail, as usual, are part of the country, are the main culprits here, but we do have the window to see a few tornadoes, not only today, but likely again tomorrow. So there will be some rain showers that move through this morning. These will be the variety that maybe stick around 3 to 5 minutes, and that's just about it. So it won't be a washout this morning, but you may encounter some rain prior to, let's say, 2 or 3 p.m. today. Right around 70 degrees this morning, so it's extremely warm for this time of the year. The winds up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that south wind just kind of pumping in the ingredients for that severe weather to take place here. In your temperatures today, not a lot of sun, so we'll only wind up in the low 80s this afternoon, but it is going to be just kind of a cloudy day with those occasional rain showers. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little sun that breaks through here and there, but there's the storms this afternoon. So our in-house model, a lot of the other forecast models in pretty good agreement that those storms will really take off by about 4 or 5 p.m. here. Notice the storms start in Deep East Texas. They'll move to the north here. So Shreveport, we're right on the line where we could see some strong storms today. I'd say more likely those will roll up towards I-30, including Texarkana. May get a chance to dry out in some areas tonight, but we will have to watch these storms over the northern edge of the area. Those too could bring some of those severe weather hazards, even between midnight and 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Will be some rain showers early Wednesday, but for those of you that will be outside Wednesday morning, really no threat of any severe weather early, but you can see the storms coming together. That's the cold front, and you can see this band of scattered thunderstorms that develops along the front. What I'm hoping here is that we'll have enough rain around in the morning to just kind of cool the temperatures a bit, and that may limit some of the late day storms here. But Futurecast really honing in on some afternoon and evening severe weather potential on Wednesday before we dry out going through the day on Thursday. I would urge everybody just come back for the update tomorrow morning. We'll have a much better handle on how Wednesday will play out. So again, a slight risk of severe weather today. Same thing tomorrow, but I do think there's a chance that outlook tomorrow could get upgraded in some areas, maybe to that level 3 enhanced risk. We do dry out Thursday. We'll cool down for a day into the 60s here, but we should be back to the warm weather over the weekend. Not quite as humid. The weekend looking to be in pretty good shape here, but I mentioned the heavy rain possible. Some of you will see some 1 to 2 inch totals, and I would say anytime you get these dual rounds of storms here, we usually see a lot of areas that pick up even 3 to 4 inches of rain. So that's why we do have some at least low end flood potential, especially in the northern Arctic, where you will see that round of storms later today as well as tomorrow. So flooding, I would say, more likely north of the Shreveport area. We do dry out Thursday, Friday. Really pleasant end to the week there, and the weekend's looking terrific. Low 80s. There's another system, strong cold front coming through Sunday and Monday. That one doesn't really have any severe weather potential by the looks of it, but does pack some cooler air as we'll drop back into the low 60s early next week.